Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
Okay. Are you visiting or living here?
I'm actually here for work.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm here for about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
So far, how long have you been staying here?
It's actually been almost 2 months.
2 months.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is impression of Japan this time?
You know, one of the major differences from I think back home is that people are extremely sweet and helpful. Like, despite the language barrier, because not a lot of people know English, even then they go out of their way to help you, to like assist you. So that way people are very sweet, they're very hospitable. So I think that's one of the the major things that I noticed in the people here. Also, one more thing probably is that people here are the way they feel about their culture, about their traditions is far more, it's very important to them. While it's important for Indians also, but I think somewhat we've just we don't care so deeply about it.
About your culture.
About the culture. But here, it's even if it's like the smallest thing, it's as small as I'd gone for a baseball match. And so I saw the crowd cheering for their teams, and I could also go for one of the fireworks event, right? And just the crowd, everybody was sitting enjoying the fireworks. So things like that was very different.
Okay.
Yeah, so celebrating their culture and how important it is for them is probably more deep rooted in Japan as opposed to India. Yeah.
Okay. So you mean that there are much more events which reminds us about our culture?
Probably, yes. And how Japanese people are still stuck to that and still give so much importance to it. That was very nice and refreshing to see. Yeah.
I thought that Indian people also have great importance to their culture too.
We do for sure. I mean, we still care. Obviously, we have numerous festivals.
Yeah.
That's also there. But I think the current younger population probably cares less about it. But that was a difference that I saw here. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you like about your culture?
India is a very diverse country.
Yes.
So there are numerous festivals. There are different languages.
It's also different depending on
Exactly. So there's honestly so much to learn. Like, I'm somebody who's from North India, and I don't know half of the stuff in the southern part of my country, right? Like, there's so much, there's different culture, there's different festivals. So I think it's so much to learn from India itself. Given the diversity, given the different in language and everything. Okay. So yeah, that's something that stands out from a lot of other countries probably.
So you like the diversity, of your country.
Sure.
Okay, I want to ask about Japan again. So spending 2 months living here, did you get some struggling?
To be honest, struggle not so much. I feel like travel is so simple here. Once you understand how the train system works, everything is so well connected in Japan that there's probably a metro station every 500 meters, right? So travel is very convenient. But one thing that I think is slightly overwhelming in the initial parts, like when you just come here, is the slight language barrier. Because obviously not a lot of locals know English, and just to explain what you want is slightly a challenge. But now with Google Translate and everything, life is so much easier, right? So it helps.
Okay. So you don't feel much difficulties now?
Not at all. I just felt it initially for about, honestly, a day or two. But then after that, you just get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So far, what did you like the most about Japan?
I think, like I told you, people, for sure. That's the first thing. Also, the country offers so much of both traditional aspects as well as modern. So I love that. I recently traveled to Kyoto and Nara.
Okay.
Yeah, and I loved how, the traditional part is also being preserved while Tokyo is such a modern city. So I think that mix of culture is pretty good, yeah.
So lastly, after 1 month, you were coming back to your country, right?
Yes.
So when you come back home, what do you want to bring back from Japan?
Just being more kind to people, being more helpful, because I saw that a lot in the people here. Also, the work ethic. I think the way people work with so much passion, with so much commitment, is something to take back from, yeah. I love that.
It was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
From Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you visiting now?
Yeah.
What brought you to Japan?
So
I have a friend living here, like since September.
Spanish?
Yeah, from Spain as well. And like we were going to Vietnam, and we thought like it would be nice to spend like a few days with him, like,
And visit Japan,
and
yeah.
visit Japan because it's like so different from.
Where
Okay.
we are, yeah.
So on the way to Vietnam, you stopped
Yeah.
and enjoy Japan now.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been here so far?
Just like a day.
Yeah, we arrived yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still like short trip, but did you get some like impression? What was your impression of Japan?
Like the culture is so different that
Yeah,
it's like from where we are.
Yeah, it's really, really different. Like everything, how it goes, how people like they are.
Like everybody's so polite.
Yeah, so
and
respectful with it in the public transport. Like everyone is like
so quiet.
yeah, quiet. Yeah.
Like in Spain, everybody's so loud. Like,
In subway?
Yeah, in the subway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the restaurants, we just ate some sushi yesterday, and it was like pretty nice.
yeah.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it like first time for you guys to try sushi?
No, but like it's so different.
Yeah, the Japanese sushi.
So
is-
good.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we tried like in Spain and in like in other places, but here is this. Yeah,
Yeah.
the real sushi.
What kind of sushi do you eat in Spain?
Like basic nigiris.
The-
Nigiri, not just
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, I think rolls are more common. Like
Yeah.
with more ingredients, like quite different, like complicated. I don't know how to spell it, but
Yeah.
here like it's more simple, but everything is like so good.
Like the
Yeah.
product is so good. Like fish and.
Okay. It's still like short time, but did you get culture shock here? Well, something surprised you?
Yeah, like what we said, like in the public transport, like everybody's so quiet.
Yeah,
and,
like we of course don't understand anything of Japanese, so yeah, it's too weird to see like everything in another idiom that is like so different. It's not seeing it like in Italian or Portuguese. It's just completely different, and it's really nice. I think we didn't understand anything.
Yeah.
Did you like interact with locals?
No.
No.
We just were talking with like his friend and that's it. But yeah, they are like he was living here for a year now, so he just is more like into the culture, and he's like teaching us something.
Okay. Did you learn something about Japan? Some culture?
Yeah, yesterday we learned a bit about kanji. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So difficult.
yeah,
So
it was
difficult.
like we were so surprising about like the
different readings, and we were shocked.
yeah.
Like, did you learn how to write?
No.
No.
So difficult.
Yeah, but we realized that it's like a lot more than we thought.
Yeah.
It's like a huge thing. We thought that it would be like so different, but maybe more simple, and it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
We Japanese also don't know every
Yeah,
kanji.
yeah.
So
They don't know.
yes. So how kanji looks to you guys? Like some people mention it looks like a painting.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. It's
Like art.
yeah,
Art.
yeah.
Interesting. Lastly, when you return home and tell about Japan to your family, what do you want to say to them?
That I want to come back.
Yeah.
And spend more time, because obviously like 3 days is not enough to.
Yeah, and we would like to visit other places like Hiroshima or Kyoto, and we for
Okinawa.
sure want to come back. Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice place to see and visit.
Yeah.
We're, like loving it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was very nice to talk with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a good day.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from a small town right outside of Boston in the USA.
What brought you to Japan?
I'm here with a month-long program to try to learn the language of Japanese, and I was really intrigued about learning a new language, and so I figured Japanese is really different from English, and I wanted to challenge myself, so I decided to come here for a month this summer.
Okay. So you attend a language school.
Yes, I attend a language school called EF Tokyo, and I've been learning for a few weeks so far.
Have you been studying Japanese language before, or it was the first time to start learning the language here?
This is my first time starting to learn the language. I came here with knowing like a very small amount of Japanese, and then I've kind of been learning the hiragana and katakana, and then working on some conversational stuff, but it's very difficult. It's a really impressive language.
You mentioned that you are interested in learning languages, new languages. Did you learn some language other than Japanese?
I'm also trying to learn Russian right now.
Russian?
Yeah, Russian, and then I think at some point I want to learn Mandarin, which hopefully once I learn some of the kanji for Japanese, it'll be like easier for Mandarin, because a lot of the kanji are similar, I think, or I've seen so far, so
Interesting. What was motivation to learn Chinese?
Chinese, I just think it's such a widespread language, and I feel like it would be really helpful to be able to communicate with as many people as possible and just help me in the future.
Now I want to ask about your experience in Japan. Firstly, in general, what was your impression of Japan?
My impression of Japan, it's quite beautiful, it's really clean, and it's really safe, which I think is really great compared to the US. I think it's been nice to kind of not really worry as much about like kind of safety issues, and that's just been really calming. People here are definitely not as friendly as they are in the US, which is a little bit different, but it's not like a good thing or a bad thing. It's just kind of like a cultural difference, you know?
In terms of friendliness, what is it like about like Americans friendly?
Maybe friendly isn't the right word, but it's just kind of like if you're on the street, you might compliment someone, you might talk to a random person, kind of like you can really talk to kind of anyone and they'll be like, oh, like hello, and how you can have like a conversation with them. I feel like in Japan, especially because I can't really speak the language, it's hard, but I feel like that doesn't happen as often here, and it's like, I don't know, that's just what I think.
Oh, okay.
Or what I've witnessed.
So you can talk to like completely strangers in America.
Or I do. Maybe I'm just weird. But most people I know do too, you know? I feel like you can kind of just compliment anyone, you know, and they won't think it's weird or anything. But I feel like here, if you compliment someone, they'll like look at you funny and be like, why are you talking to me, you know? Not in like a bad way, just in like a different.
It's just uncommon.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you mentioned now was kind of culture shock, but other than that, did you get some culture shock in good way or bad way, like any culture shock?
Good way, everyone's really fashionable here. Especially because I'm really interested in fashion. It's nice to kind of walk along like any street and just everyone looks always so put together, and it's really nice to see. Well, of course there's a culture shock of seeing everything written in a different language, so not being able to kind of like go to any store I want and like get whatever I want, because I'm always worried like, oh, can I order food from here, because I don't want to like make them uncomfortable. I want to be able to communicate with them, so it kind of like stops me from going to some places. I think it's very clean. That's one of the biggest ones. The US isn't like super dirty or anything, it's just kind of a lot more clean here, for sure.
What did you like the most? What was your highlight of Japan?
I love the food. I was a vegetarian before coming here, but I've been trying so many different like meat dishes and things that I haven't had in so long. Like the ramen here is amazing. I really love udon and tempura, and I love the convenience stores. That you can kind of get like fresh food from the convenience stores. If I don't actually want to cook, I can just get like a sandwich from the convenience store, when in the convenience stores in the US, you don't want to eat sandwiches from there. They're not very good. I love all the places I'm able to shop at here. Kind of clothing stores, just any stores. I feel like everything is so interesting here, and I love to go walk around and just explore anywhere. That's kind of what makes me happiest. And just going places I've never been before. It's really like, I love finding new places that I really enjoy to go to.
So lastly, when you come back home, what do you want to bring back from Japan to your country?
There's a lot of food things I wish I could bring back, like kind of like fresh food, just so my family and friends could experience them. But obviously I can't really do that.
If you could do that, what food will you bring to friends?
I would bring bowls of ramen, because the ramen here is so much better than stuff in the US, and also udon, also just pastries, like fancy pastries, French Japanese pastries, and just kind of like
French pastries made in Japan.
yeah. I feel like they taste different, I think. There's also like a lot of fusion stuff, like Japanese flavors with French kind of things, like red bean in a croissant or something, you know? I think that people haven't experienced that where I live, so for sure.
Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you so much.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。いかがだったでしょうか？動画のご感想やテーマのご要望などコメント欄で教えていただけますと幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録の際は通知ボタンもお忘れなく。